If Errol fight him today, next week, next month, Errol would knock him out.
How good is Terence Crawford?
Terence Crawford is good, but he's not what people make him seem. He's not pound for pound.
Shout out to all the haters and doubters. My boy Undisputed. 2 times.
Should Errol Spence take the rematch with Terence Bud Crawford? Looking at these stats, right? The stats, the punches, total punches landed, courtesy of CompuBox. Now, some people say, oh, well, you can't always go off CompuBox, but watching that fight, we know a lot of punches was being landed on Errol Spence Jr. But right here, it says Spence landed a total of 96 punches. Crawford landed 185 punches. Spence thrown 480 punches. So he threw 480 punches. I'm still a little hoarse. He threw a 480 punches, only landed 96. Crawford thrown 369 punches, landed 185. 50% of his punches landed. 50%. 87 jabs landed for Bud, only 33 for the jabber in Errol Spence. Jabs thrown for Spence, 296. He threw almost 300 jabs and only landed 33 of them. Crawford threw 206 jabs and landed 87 of them. 42%. 11% for Errol. Right? And total punches, right? 20% for Errol. Let me double back a little bit. Now moving forward, power shots, right? 63 landed for Spence, 98 landed for Crawford. Thrown for Spence, 184. Crawford, 163 thrown. Crawford landed 60% of his power shots. Errol Spence landed 34%. Crawford completely shut out Errol Spence Jr. in a big, big, big way. I don't even think he should even think about a rematch. That shouldn't even be on his mind. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. That should not be on Errol Spence Jr.'s mind at all. I don't know what the hell is he thinking. Salute to him, though. I respect warriors, right? Boy Bushido don't care about losses and shit. I respect warriors, and Errol Spence is definitely a warrior. But God, dog, I don't know, bro. I think y'all gonna have to do some more things before you decide to get back up in there. But a guy like Terence Crawford, bro, especially after that, such a lopsided beatdown. I mean, Jesus.
I feel like somebody getting beat up is way worse than getting knocked out. If you get knocked out, that guy's not, he didn't take any punishment, especially if you get knocked out early. But if somebody's just beating on you nonstop, you know, guys don't come back from that.
You know how that sounds.
And yeah, Errol Spence, right? Everything that he was saying leading up to this fight happened to him. He got beat up. And not only did he get beat up, he got knocked out as well.
Sounds right. You know how that sounds, right? It sounds like you want to end his career. I want to beat him down in a way that he ain't gonna recover from. That's what you saying, Errol Spence Jr.
I like breaking people's will. Like it's different. It's different when you break, when you break a grown man will. When it's just you and him in the ring, and you look over at his face in the corner.
I mean, he probably really didn't have no clue in his mind, right, that fight was gonna play out the way it did. He probably had no idea that he was about to get the beating of his life at the hands of Terence Crawford.
See that, you know, you breaking him down.
So if we go long, I'll take long rounds, and you know, I think it's a lot worse if we go longer rounds and I'm beating on you. I think that's more damage than getting knocked out. You getting beat up.
He's been saying that going into the fight, and ironically, it happened to him, right? Wow. Ironically, it happened to him. And Errol Spence, they say he wants this rematch in December, man. I don't think that's a good idea. I don't think that's necessarily a good idea. But moving forward, right? Now you got some guys that are just simply in disbelief that Terence Crawford beat Errol Spence Jr. the way he did, right? Check this out.
I'm trying to figure out what's going on. How this motherfucking gloves is so wiggly. How it
What
can
you
move like
can't
that?
You can't tell me that you can open up your hands fully in brand new gloves. They're designed not to. That's why they have.
You can't.
They talking about Terence Crawford.
You got to be
Fingernail.
fucking Hercules to do that shit. You
He
can't.
was
It's
doing
too
that shit
hard.
all night. He was doing that shit all night. I paid attention to it. I noticed it. I'm like, why is Crawford opening his glove? I'm like, that's something I do. And people told me you're not supposed to do that. It's not professional. And I'm like, no, it's great for defense. And I remember
Look at that. Excuses, excuses, excuses.
this new pair of gloves, the gloves that I train in now. When I first got them, I have the film too of me putting my hand on my head and using my head to force my hand open. That's how a pair of gloves should be. You should not.
I'm trying to figure.
Gloves, no gloves, mittens, right? Crawford would have beat Spence any day of the week, bro. It don't matter what kind of gloves or whatever the case. I'm not even looking into it, right? Crawford would have beat Spence any day of the week, bro. 60% of his power punches landed. 50% of his punches total landed. Errol Spence got dominated in the biggest fight, one of the biggest fights in boxing. Should he take that fight? Nah, I don't think so. I think the big fish should be looking at campaigning at 154, fixing some things because he looked really slow and lethargic in that fight. Spence fans, a lot of the hardcore Spence fans really don't want to come around. You got some guys who said they're pretty much done with boxing even. It's crazy. You know, Errol Spence, he brought a lot of casual fans to the sport, and unfortunately, a lot of these fans are going to be leaving the sport since he took that big loss to Terence Bud Crawford. I mean, he said it himself. Guys don't never be the same after those type of beatings, and he was on the receiving end on one of those type of beatings. But it's something else that I heard, right? Something else that I heard, and I thought it was just a joke. I thought people were just talking shit. I thought it was just a rumor. Then I saw somebody else was talking about it. I'm like, wait a minute, Sport News talking about it. Like, wait a minute, he said this for real? Then I found it. Tank Davis claims that he can knock out Terence Bud Crawford. Now, Tank Davis. Oh, boy. Tank Davis said he can go up to 147 and knock out Terence Bud Crawford. If you don't believe me, check it out.
I got a question for you, Tank. At 147, how does a fight with you and Terence Crawford look?
147. Shit, if I
147.
tap that chan, you know he going to sleep.
I already know. I already know he
ain't
is.
got no chan.
I already know he is.
He said no chan.
I got round 5.
Shit, I got round 6.
All right, so this is the same guy that went tooth and nail with a hobbled Gamboa, right? A past prime Gamboa. This same Gamboa in his prime got stopped by Terence Crawford much sooner. I can really go on and on and on. All right, I like Tank Davis, but he's a cloud chasing Terence Crawford. Despite Tank Davis being popular, I think Terence Crawford has more respect overall in the sport of boxing than Tank Davis. Everybody's looking at Terence Bud Crawford as the best guy in the sport, period. He's got guys, their highest paydays, right? Him and Errol Spence is supposed to be getting $25 million apiece. Sean Porter got his highest payday. Kell Brook, come on. Guys are getting their highest paydays fighting Terence Bud Crawford. Tank only did really big with Ryan. Some people say Ryan is the reason why the fight did so good. But Tank Davis said he can knock out Bud. Hit him right on the chin, knock him out. Terence Crawford acknowledged Tank Davis earlier today on Hot 97. The host of the show mentioned Tank Davis, one of the hosts, and I thought it was a joke. Crawford really just nonchalantly just said he's just too small. Tank Davis is too small. I'm not even going to even entertain that. Do like 5'4", right? He's cracking dudes, but who is he cracking for real? Who is he cracking for real? Since we want to go there, and I like Tank, but who is he cracking for real? So you ain't fighting no black fighters throughout your whole career, but you talking about cracking the best fighter in the sport of boxing? Come on, bro. Cloud chasing one-on-one. He know Crawford is the hottest name in these boxing streets, even hotter than Tank Davis. Yeah, facts. Crawford's name is hotter than Tank Davis. Crawford beat one of the best fighters in the sport, in Errol Spence Jr., and dominated him. Hell, if I'm honest, Tank Davis had some tough fights with guys that he should have dominated. Pitbull Cruz, right? A hobbled Gamboa. Crawford, come on, man. Stopping everybody. Running through the opposition, bro. All kinds of different guys as well. Not just the same guys. So let's cut it out, Tank. Knock it off. Knock it off, bro. Terence Bud Crawford to smoke you. This fight's not even practical. It's not even realistic. It's similar, and it's the same thing as Gary Russell was doing. It's the same thing as Gary Russell was doing.
I appreciate you. You know why? Yeah. Because if it wasn't from you, this would never happen. So I appreciate you. You're a hell of a fighter. You already know that. I didn't even gotta tell you that. Yeah. I appreciate the opportunity. I appreciate it. It's always love.
I feel bad for Spence though, man. You know what I'm saying? Despite all the bullshit, and I guess you could say his arrogance going into the fight, he's supposed to have that confidence. I feel bad for the dude, man. You know, it was a really, really, really lopsided beating. You know, I'm laughing at his fans though. But I feel kind of bad for Spence, man. He got beat up really, really bad. Really, really bad. So bad that they trying to find up any excuse they can. Terence Bud Crawford absolutely shut him out, man. Crazy, crazy, crazy. The stats alone is staggering. The stats alone is staggering. Like, subscribe, holla at your boy. Peace out.